Hello and welcome to another episode of Sandy Killer Projects. As you can see, we are working on the Commander. My buddy Bill jumped the gun a little bit and has already started pulling it apart because we want to do a compression check on it. We bought this Jeep Commander. It's an '06 with a ton of miles. It's got like 250,000 miles on it. We bought it basically because it had something wrong with the engine. We're going to eventually flip this car once we get everything sorted out with it, but there's a lot of things that need to be done to it. First thing we want to do is we wanted to get into it to do a compression check. So I got my kit sitting here and we're in the middle of pulling the spark plugs out of either side. Currently have the plenum and the airline off of it. A couple of the coil packs you can see right there still in. All the rest of them been pulled. We're going to pull the rest of the coil packs out, pull the spark plugs, and compression check it, see if the motor's got compression at all. So after getting all the coil packs out of it, getting the spark plugs out, we did our compression check, and it looks like cylinder number 3 is dead. Came up at 0 pressure. Everything else had pressure and pressure within range. So we're going to have to dig in further and probably pull the cylinder head off of this. Hopefully that's as far as we got to go, but worst case, if we see more damage, then we're going to end up having to pull the engine out of it. So in the process to get the valve cover off of it, we ended up removing a bunch of stuff. Again, I'm not going over the details of what we were removing, but we knew there was an issue with this cylinder bank, and we ended up finding it once we got the valve cover off. It looks as though one of the rockers has come loose. We are going to end up pulling this cylinder head off because we have to see what the damage is on the other side of it, which is why we're in the process of taking the intake cover off. But we're going to end up removing this cylinder head off to get to all the damage that may be on the other side. Okay, so the simple fix on these is you sneak the rocker back in, but there's an important thing to check once you've done that. If this rocker can just be moved in and out when you're not making contact with the cam besides on the roller for the rocker, there's something else going on. So I can easily take this in and out of here, and the reason why is because the valve seat on this valve has dropped. So most likely we're going to have to remove this head completely. We're actually going to take the valve cover off of the other side also. Just check everything, make sure we're good. But most likely we're going to end up removing all the front parts and removing this, and then we'll end up changing a bunch of stuff along the way. Okay, so this may seem a bit excessive. We are going to get into this valve cover, but we are getting ready to pull the timing cover off. Because we're going to remove the head assembly on this side. We're also still working on getting into this side just to check everything and make sure it's all right. All right, so since we knew we had a problem with the head, we're going to end up taking both the heads off and sending them to a shop, which means we had to pull the timing cover assembly. We were going to replace the timing assemblies, which is the chains and the sprockets and tensioners. Now, after pulling the timing cover off, the interesting thing is this piece right here is not supposed to be laying down in the bottom, which means that the tensioner for this chain hasn't been working for quite some time, and you can actually see damage to the wear point in the back. So it's a good thing we're already in here planning on doing this stuff, because this engine needed it, and God only knows how this thing was running. Okay, so this is exactly what was wrong with the motor and why it wouldn't run. That piece of metal that's sticking out right there is supposed to be underneath that valve and seated into place. It dropped a seat, which is why the valve wasn't closing all the way and when we had 0 compression. So that, in addition to the fact that we had bad timing chain, tensioners, caused this thing to run very, very rough and eventually quit. Okay, so the heads are in the back of the truck, getting ready to go out to a shop to get decked, to get a valve job, to get the valve seats replaced for the ones that are missing and broken. The engine compartment is tore down as far as we're going to take it until we start getting parts to replace everything. This right now is what we're going to call done for the diagnostic on this. Okay, so then we're going to clean everything up and get it ready for those parts to come in. Got to vac out a bunch of stuff, get a bunch of debris out of everything, get all the old gaskets off of everything. Once parts start coming back in, we'll make a video on rebuilding them. So as always, thank you for watching. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll keep making more content.